Flynn and the Clover of the Sea, written by Sara Shivadecker. Once upon a time, in the rolling emerald hills of old Ireland, where soft winds danced through fields of clover and stone cottages rested beneath ivy-covered roofs, there lived a young fox named Flynn. Flynn was small, with bright amber fur that shimmered like autumn leaves in the sun. His tail was fluffy and tipped with white, though it was often tangled with burrs and bits of grass from his many tumbles. His ears were just a little too big for his head, always twitching with curiosity, and sometimes with worry. Because Flynn, for all his sweetness and good intentions, was terribly clumsy. "Careful, Flynn," the sparrows would chirp as he tripped over roots. Oh, I meant to do that," Flynn would say, quickly brushing himself off, though his cheeks burned with embarrassment. Despite this, Flynn had the kindest heart in all the hills. Just beyond the clover fields lived Old Badger, the village healer. Old Badger was round and grey, with soft, silver-streaked fur and deep, knowing eyes. His paws were always dusted with herbs, and his cosy den smelled of lavender, thyme, and warm tea. He had cared for every creature in the hills, from scrapes and sniffles to broken wings. One quiet morning, Flynn padded up to the den and froze. Old Badger lay curled beneath a woolen blanket, breathing slowly. "Old Badger," Flynn whispered, stepping closer, his paws trembling. The old healer opened his eyes gently. "Ah, Flynn, my boy." "You don't look well," Flynn said, his voice small. "I'm afraid I've taken ill," Old Badger replied softly. "There is only one cure now, the Clover of the Sea." Flynn blinked. "The Clover of the Sea?" "It grows far from here," said Old Badger, "near the ocean cliffs, where the salt air kisses the land. Few have seen it, fewer still have brought it back." Flynn swallowed hard. The ocean was far. The journey would be long. But then he looked at Old Badger, kind, gentle Old Badger, who had helped everyone. Flynn straightened, even though his legs wobbled. "I'll go," he said. "I'll find it." And so, with the morning sun rising behind him, Flynn set off. He hadn't gone far before, thump! Oof! Flynn tumbled headfirst into a patch of soft moss. A gentle voice chirped nearby. "Well now, that was quite the entrance." Flynn looked up to see a small hedgehog watching him. The hedgehog was round and warm-looking, with soft brown spines and bright, kind eyes. He wore a tiny leaf perched on his head and carried a bundle of berries on his back. I meant to do that," Flynn said quickly, standing up crookedly. The hedgehog chuckled. "Of course you did." "I'm Flynn," the fox said. "I'm going to find the Clover of the Sea." The hedgehog's eyes widened. "That's a long journey. You'll need steady feet." Flynn looked down at his paws. "That might be a problem." "Well," said the hedgehog gently, "perhaps not steady, but determined. That's even better." They walked together for a while, the hedgehog showing Flynn how to slow down and watch where he stepped. "Not every step needs to be fast," he said. "Sometimes slow is strong." Flynn nodded carefully and only tripped twice more. As the hills gave way to rocky paths and salty winds, Flynn continued on alone. The air changed. It smelled like salt and waves. Then, whoosh! A great shadow passed overhead. Flynn looked up just as he slipped. Slip! Oh no! Before he could tumble off a small ledge, something swooped down and steadied him. A large seagull landed beside him, wings wide and strong, her white feathers glowing in the sunlight. Careful there, landwalker, she called. Flynn clung to the ground. Thank you. The seagull tilted her head. You're far from the hills. What brings you here? I'm looking for the clover of the sea, Flynn said. The seagull nodded slowly. Ah, then you'll need more than luck. I don't have much of that, Flynn admitted. She smiled slightly. You have something better. You keep going. She guided him along the cliffs, pointing with her beak to the safest paths. The wind may push you, she said, but you must lean into it, not run from it. Flynn listened carefully. This time he didn't fall. At last they reached a quiet cove where the waves whispered against the rocks. There, resting on a smooth stone, was a gentle sea turtle. The turtle was old and calm, with a shell patterned like ancient stones and eyes full of quiet wisdom. You have come far, the turtle said. Flynn stepped closer, his heart racing. I'm looking for the clover of the sea. The turtle nodded slowly and gestured toward the rocks. There, nestled between the stones, glowing faintly in the soft light, was a small, delicate plant shaped like clover, its leaves shimmering like sea glass. Flynn gasped. I found it. He stepped forward, carefully this time, and gently plucked it. But why give it to me? Flynn asked. I'm clumsy. I almost didn't make it. The turtle looked at him kindly.
You fell, the turtle said, but you rose.
Again and again. That is what brought you here.
Flynn felt something warm grow inside his chest.
Flynn made the long journey home, tired, scraped, but proud. When he reached Old Badger's den, he rushed inside. I found it, he said breathlessly. Old Badger smiled as the clover was prepared into tea. Days later, the healer sat up again, strong and well. You did it, Flynn, he said. Flynn smiled shyly. I fell a lot. Old Badger chuckled. And yet, you never gave up. Flynn looked out across the hills, the wind brushing through the clover. And for the first time, he didn't mind if he stumbled, because now he knew he would always rise again. Moral of the story: courage isn't about being perfect or never falling. It's about getting back up, trying again, and continuing forward, no matter how many times you stumble.
Well now, that was quite the entrance.